Hi there, grade 1. For today's math, you are going to need your dry erase board and your dry erase marker because we are going to be making number sentences and lots of them. So if you look at all these squares, you should be able to put numbers to them and turn them into a number sentence. You should see, hey, we have 3 gray squares, and so you should be able to put a number to that, and the number is 3. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white squares. So if we do and, that means we have to put a plus because we're going to count all of them. And how many white squares did we have? 6. All together equals, we have 9 squares. So you should be able to see that this number sentence is just talking in numbers about what we are seeing in squares here. It's just saying what we already see. We have 3 gray ones, and we have 6 white ones, and we have 9 altogether. But that also means you should be able to see that this, even though I've flipped it around, I haven't changed anything except the order in what I'm going to do our number sentence. I still have 9. The only thing that's different is now I'm starting with the 6 white ones and the 3 gray ones, but I still have 9 altogether. See? When we're doing adding, the biggest number goes at the end. And all I've done here, can you see the pattern, is switch the 3 over there and the 6 over there. So you should be able to make 2 number sentences that match this picture. The first one is the easy one. We're going to start with the gray ones. How many gray ones? 2. How many white ones? And how many white ones? 3. And this is how many do we have all together? 5. And the biggest number when we're adding always goes at the end. So the other one is exactly the same, except we're just going to, switch the order in what we do it in. Instead of doing gray ones, white ones, we're going to do, come on, Miss J, white ones, gray ones. So now we're going to do 3 and 2 still makes 5 squares all together. I shouldn't have to switch this for you to see it, but let's see if you can do the 2 number sentences for this one. You can pause me while you figure it out, because now I'm going to tell you. First we have 4, then we have 3, and if you count them, that's 7 altogether. So how do we do the next one? We don't start with these guys. We don't start with this number. We're going to start with this number. 3 white ones and 4 gray ones is still 7 squares altogether. This can't change. We always have to have the biggest number last when we're adding, because that just tells us how many do we have altogether. The order in which we find out doesn't matter. We can count the gray ones first, or we can count the white ones first. So try this one. Oh, you know how much this is? This is 10, 11. You can pause me. You should see if you can figure these guys out, because I'm going to tell you. We're going to start with the gray ones first. 11 gray squares plus 3 white squares is 14 squares altogether. The other one is, don't start with the gray ones, start with the white ones. 3 and 11 is still 14 altogether. So you should always be able to make two number sentences that talk about this picture. But we can do more than adding number sentences. We can do takeaway sentences. So we can take away the gray ones. So how many gray ones did we have? 3. We can take away the 3. But do we put 6 first? No. When we do takeaway, first we start with how many do we have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we started with 9. If we take away 3, how many do we have left? We have the white ones left. 6 white ones left. Or instead of taking away the gray ones, we can take away the white ones. Take away them all. We still started with 9, but now we're taking away 6 white ones, and we have 3 gray ones. Can you see the difference between adding and taking away, subtraction? When you take away, you start with all of them, so the biggest number goes first. And then we take away the gray ones and the white ones, or the white ones and the gray ones. Now these numbers get mixed up. It's kind of tricky. But if you can remember with adding, what's happening here? Sheesh. With adding, the biggest number goes last. With takeaway, the biggest number goes first. Because when you do takeaway, you have to start with all of them. And with adding, you end up with all of them. So now we're going to take away. So we have to start with all of them, the biggest number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take away the gray ones. 4 equals how many white ones? 1. Take away, we have to start with all of them. All of them is 5. But instead of taking away the gray ones, we can take away the white one. 1 white one equals 4 gray ones left over. This is going to be hard for you to remember, but if you talk it out, it's a little bit easier to figure out. So when we do takeaway, we start with all of them. So the biggest number goes first. So you try it. Take away the gray ones first. How many do you start with? How many do you take away? How many are left over? We started with 6. We take away 2. 4 are left over. Or, instead of taking away the gray ones, we take away the white ones. How many do we start with? How many do we take away? How many are left over? You should see the pattern, grade 1, that the numbers are the same. Biggest number goes first, and then we just switch around the other two numbers. Because you can do 4 number sentences for each one. We can do the adding ones. There's always 2 adding ones. And we can do the takeaway ones. There's 2 takeaway ones. See if you can do all of them for this one. You can pause me because I'm going to tell you now. We start with 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals 9 altogether. How do we get the other one? Instead of starting with the gray ones, we're going to start with the white ones. So that would be 6, and I know it's 3, and I know it equals 9, because I didn't change it. Now if we take it away, I know that we have 9. I know we can take away these 3. I know that's going to be 6 left over. Do you know how I know that's going to be 6 left over? Because of these numbers. What's the last one? 9. Instead of taking away the gray ones, you can take away the white ones. That was 6 equals 3. This is your number family. No, that's not, Miss J. This is your number family. There are 9 squares. 3 gray ones, 6 white ones. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 6 plus 3 equals 9. Or you can do takeaway. 9 take away 3 equals 6, or 9 take away 6 equals 3. These numbers go together. That's why we call it a family. All right, you have 2 pages to do in your math today. For the first one, we're doing adding. So you can see that they've even given you the colors, how many black ones and how many white ones, how many all together. Then you switch it. How many white ones and how many black ones equals how many all together. That's the first page, and on the second page you just do the takeaway. How many all together minus how many white ones equals how many black ones. And for more practice, you can do fact families in Splash Learn. So the 3 numbers have to be the same.
Do the following facts form a fact family?
Yes or no? I said no. Do you know why? 5 plus 4 equals 9. 4 plus 5 equals 9. 9 take away 4 equals 5. That doesn't start with a 9. So all the numbers have to be the same. When you add, the biggest number comes last. When you take away, the biggest number comes first. That is not the same. That's why I pressed no.
Fantastic! Complete the following fact family.
9 take away 4 equals 5. 9 take away 5 equals 4. 5 plus 4 equals 9. So we know that when we're adding, the 9 has to come last, and then we have to switch these numbers. Which one is it?
Good going! Do the following facts form a fact family?
Yes or no?
On a roll! Complete the following fact family.
So we know the 3 numbers are 6, 2, and 4. 6 take away 2 equals 4. 6 take away 4 equals 2. 2 plus 4 equals 6. So we're adding. 6 has to come last, and then we switch these guys. Which one is it? That's the one. Okay, if this is hard for you, then practicing in Splash Learn is good help. All right, work hard today, grade 1.